वेलकम टू आवर पॉडकास्ट बातों बातों में, जहाँ पे आप जानेंगे इंडियंस लिविंग इन क्रैको, टैलेंटेड इंडियंस लिविंग इन क्रैको और जिन्होंने न्यू इनिशिएटिव ओपन करा है और ये इनिशिएटिव आपको एज अ व्यूअर कैसे हेल्प कर सकते हैं और आप कैसे इनको ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं। ऐसे ही दो गेस्ट हमारे साथ आज जुड़े हैं इस एपिसोड में। वेलकम सनप्रीत, वेलकम विवेक। प्लीज़ सनप्रीत आपसे स्टार्ट करते हैं, आप अपनी बैकग्राउंड के बारे में बताइए।
Yep, so thank you for first of all having us here. I'm Sunpreet. I am working here in Cisco Systems as a manager. I've been here since February 2017. It's been a long journey, if I would say, here. It's been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of things that we have explored about Krakow, explored ourselves, because in India the life is a little different. In here the life is a little different. So yeah, overall a very good experience. The way or the choice that we made, we'll speak on more on that, how we landed up in Krakow and what all things brought us here and what all things we liked about here.
So you were in India and you came in which year?
2017.
2017, and since then you are here?
I'm here only, I'm here since then, right? Working for Cisco and okay, why I'm saying Cisco? Because it was the work that brought us here, or brought me and my family here.
Okay.
Right? We were looking for a change, and the change brought us here.
Okay.
And yeah, since then I've been here looking around for we can cut that. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. So Vivek, आप अपनी बैकग्राउंड के बारे में बताइए.
Thank you again for inviting us. My name is Vivek Sharma. I basically come from Hyderabad in India, and I came in Krakow in the year 2018, and since then I'm working with Cisco System, and currently my role here in the Cisco as an architect. So the journey in the Krakow was, I would say, roller coaster for me.
Okay.
Because the first day when I landed over here, I felt like, I will die here, if I stay for really long. There is a saying like you need 21 days to get adapted to the things. And I took the same Guru Mantra and said, let me see if I survive for 21 days. But the thing that has attracted me here to convince myself to stay here was like, I took a walk around 12 a.m. in the night at the city center, and I see the girls were walking all alone, freely. So that gave me an impression on how the people are safe over here. Because I was, before coming here, I was in US, and my life was really a nightmare, because after 6:30 p.m., I even scared of going out of my apartment, and that was really scary for me, where I was living in Omaha. And coming to Krakow was never ever in my plan to do it. Yeah, but your destiny will bring you. Right?
Yeah, true.
There are some karmas, that you think, you don't want it, but the karma and the destiny, what it wants from you, it makes you to go there where they want it, right? This is how I came to Krakow. And then after my, I would say, the experience is really, really fantastic over here. I feel like, if I think about the future and something, I feel like, this is the most best place where I can live with my family, right, So, very beautiful place to live, especially I would say the Krakow.
Yes.
The Poland, yeah.
So how's your experience living in Krakow since you came?
It has been different. I come from Bangalore, where I was like, me and my wife were doing jobs. We were a little impacted or affected by the traffic, the way it is. But coming here, everything is so close by. If I have to come to office, it hardly takes me 15 minutes. If I have to go shopping, it hardly takes me 10 minutes. So that is the difference. That is the quality of living, or the time that I can give back to my family. I have a kid, she needs my attention sometimes. So that's where I think that the change on the living has impacted a lot. If I have to go deep, if I stay in India, I come from Gujarat, Ahmedabad. I've studied there. After studies, I've come out to do jobs. Then I'm not staying in that particular region that I'm in. So coming to Bangalore, again, your community is, your known people, your community is different, changed, right? You also have to adapt that language, right? If I have to go home, it takes me 6 hours to land home. From here, I would say it takes me 12 to 13 hours if I have to go home. Community change, yes. but I would say the people, they were also good, here are also good. So
Yeah.
the same thing, right? For me, it's if I stay in Delhi or Bangalore or Kolkata or Hyderabad, in that matter of fact, if I stay here, it almost looks same for me, except the distance, except if you're not in a visa crunch, you have your
Yes.
visa documents clear, you can go home
Whenever you
whenever
want.
you want, right?
That's true.
And then that's how. So if I have to say, it's a big shift for me, and yeah, I love. This is the city that I've stayed long in my whole tenure of job life. So you can feel it, right? That I like to be here, right? So,
Yes. So is any challenges comes to language?
yeah, if I have to say, yes, a lot of challenges. However, with the modernization of Poland or Krakow, in that matter of fact, the new generation, they're open to English, right? Yes, when 2017, Polish was required, there were a lot of less people, but over the time, we have also learned how to adapt. We have also learned some words that can help us, right, to get into the society.
Yeah,
Yes, I
the
cannot
basic
speak
ones.
basic ones. I don't speak Polish. I'm tried learning it. It's a tough one, but yeah, the steps are there to learn, right? The plan is there to learn. I would not say no, but the plan is there. We have been 8 years. You have to justify your living here, right? So we have learned, or I would say me and my family and my friends have learned that much that we can survive over here. If there's any problems, we have our friends in Poland.
Yeah, that's the main thing
Yeah,
actually,
yes.
to have someone around
Yes.
you to
So if
come
I
to
feel
you.
stuck,
Yeah.
I just open my phone, to call them up and get the help, right? So that way, I would say that inclines that people are good. They are open to Indians, or I would say people like me who can come in and join their society, join their culture, right? So that way I feel home, right? And it's a home away from home, right? So you have your family, your good friends, and that's what you need, right? So
Yeah.
that's why I would say the journey in Krakow, till ups and downs, yes, but more of a positive side.
Okay, perfect. See, same for you,
Oh, yes.
Vivek.
Yes, the same for me. It's same for me. The thing what I see here is like the acceptance, right? It's very hard that you being an expat, you being a foreigner, living in different country, the people should accept you, right? So acceptance, if you see here, it's very warm. That's something is different from, because I lived in the different, even the Western Europe, in the US, I lived a different part of the world, but the acceptance was something that I was looking for, and whatever the situation, because even when I was new here, I had the real challenge with the language. I don't know the things, how it works with the medical or with other things. You have the people here. It's a, I would say, like, people just a talk that you have a challenge when you don't know the language, but it's not true. People are here, they are helpful, like
Yes.
they do help us, and I think that was the reason which made me to change my mind instead of going back 2 years, because I was really fighting hard to go back in a year, but now it's like close to 6+ years, so I'm living here, which I never thought of it. I never thought of it that I will do it in my life, right? Because the end goal is either I would settle in US or in the UK, right? But now I feel like, and I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay here.
Yeah,
because I feel safe and I feel happy over here.
Yeah, I think mostly people run from Poland just because of language, because we feel like, because when people come new, right, they don't know, they don't have any idea which kind of culture they have, and we are open people, but it's very hard for us to just go and also jump in it. It also vary maybe for person to person, but yes, people like to move out from Poland, but when they actually got to know Poland very well, they just don't want to leave it.
That's a beautiful place to live,
Yes.
to be honest, if
And
you ask me.
Let us know about your Sadbhaavna Seva Sanstha, how it's open.
So it's quite a beautiful journey out there. I still remember 2021 December, I was sitting with my friends, and we were talking about, as you said, right, why people go out. So we were thinking about Gurudwara, or a religious place. So it was a Gurudwara for me, I am a Sikh, right? So it's Gurudwara for me. So we were thinking, like, how can we take that step? Because what we are learning from the society is that even if you want to have a religious place here, you have to have the community sign some documents or be accepting, right? So for me, it's a lifelong commitment if I say, okay, I want to have a Gurudwara here. But then I said, what is the step for me as a Sikh or as an Indian to make the society accept us. So that was a point that it all triggered, that what should I do to make the society comfortable that an Indian is serving you,
Yeah.
right? He's paying the taxes, he's having a job here, he's wanting to support the community out here. And that triggered, right? And still I remember 21st or 22nd December 2021, I committed to my friend, I'll open an NGO. I just took one step, I reached out to a lawyer. I had my plan set, I reached out to a lawyer. And before the lawyer, I reached out to a lawyer, understood what is the process. Then I said it would be tough on only me, right? I can do it, no problems, but it doesn't look good, right? You need to involve people around. So I was committed. I then opened Facebook, wrote a good message in Indian community, and Vivek and few others were there who raised their hand. And they said, okay, we'll support you, Sunpreet. So there was no plan like what, how, but we wanted to do that. So we went in, did the work in February. Me and Vivek are the founders. We have two more, right? So one more now, right? So Prashit is one more of our friends who is there. And now what happened was, we signed the documents, we signed everything. So, and to the God's grace, 13th April 2022, that's a Baisakhi.
Yes.
Yeah.
That day we got the message that your NGO is registered, so you are top of the world, right? So we are happy. So it's all registered. If I have to tell you, Parminder, with all the legalities covered, we have the bank account that is legally being financially audited, right? So that's where I want to bring in the right side of the picture, right? So this is, yes, it is a personal initiative that we took, but we took it for the society. So whoever wants to join us can come in. So we just celebrated 2 years in April, right? We are not that big, I would say, but we are there consistently supporting. There to so we started, if I have to tell you, we started with getting clothes, right? Ask people to donate clothes. I have one story. I'll ask Vivek to share it. I'm sharing the other side of the whole event, right? And then that story is related to him. So I'll let him speak on that. Right?
Okay, so Vivek.
So, yeah, I'll come. So we started with clothes, right? Then me, him, and the whole volunteer group was there. So the thing was, Sunpreet, what is there for clothes, right? You can, I said, you just collect the clothes at your place, I'll come and pick it up. So that is the seva from our side, and we'll make it distribute to the other people when they are needy, right? We got a tremendous support, right? So that was the first event. That was first step that we took. Second step, it was like, where can we go and serve food? Why food? As I said, I'm a Sikh. I am this langar culture that I have been born and brought and lived it. Right? So there was always a hint, right? We need to do something, and serving free food is like serving diamonds to people, right? That's what I believe, right? And I think all of our cultures do that same, right? So that was a trigger. We started exploring what can we do to the society, right? The food is very strict here. The serving of food is strict here. You cannot. It's not any other place, right?
Yeah.
That okay, you serve it and you're done. No, you have to be very hygienic. It should be authentic, meaning you have to have certified cooking and serving. So that was a stopper, right? When I reached out to people for support, they said, Sunpreet, you're doing good, but you may face some issues. So we were a step back. So then me and him sat together. So we found a men's shelter.
Yeah.
Homeless shelter we found in Kazimierz. He was the one who found it. So we both went in together. But they didn't speak Pol. They didn't speak English, right? Now the story starts. So now Vivek, over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much. So actually what Sunpreet said was like, he was preparing something in the back end. Like, he had a thought, he was talking to the people. And how we actually got connected, maybe I would like to add 2 more cents to it. So at the time of the war, because for me, I was doing something back in India. I was doing something back in India with a different organization, with old age home and the orphanage. But I think when I came here, it was all done and dusted. Nothing. I don't find a light in the tunnel. So, although there was a thought in my mind. So when the war started, like I was something like helping out the people. Like you have a lot of people from the Mumbai and the Delhi, even from the Pakistan. They were really having a tough time. So we had a group like where we were keep on posting, like, if someone needs a help or something. And then Sunpreet came to me, and we started without the foundation. When the foundation was not there, I believe there were 15 students,
Yes.
the doctors from India and the Pakistan. So me and Sunpreet, we called them, we talked to them, and we took all the, like, what are the necessary things they wanted. And it was so like, we felt so happy after that. And then this thing, Sunpreet proposed me, like, he has something in his head, he wants to do something. And I was like, perfectly fine, let's take a lead. Let's try to do it. So that's how, and then that's how our Sadbhaavna Seva started, because we had a focus, like what we want to do it. So we did it for the people when it was a tough time, because that was a time, you can see students were really struggling for everything.
Yes.
And when they want to drop from the border to the here, they were paying huge. What we heard was somewhere around like $800, $900.
To crossing the border?
Yeah, from the border to the city, right? It was huge for these kids, They're
Yes.
doctors and upcoming doctors, but it was tough time for them. So we just started with that. We prepared the food and we went and we gave the supplies, whatever they needed. Coming to the shelter, right? It's a very different experience, to be honest. When we spoke to them, and it was tough time. Like, for them it's unbelievable. Like, someone is coming to you and saying that we want to help you out, instead of saying like, how can you help me?
Oh, yeah, normally
So,
people.
yeah, people never believe it. Like, is something real?
Is it true, or they have some motive behind it?
Yeah. And the second thing was like, we come from foreigners, like, and this was unbelievable for them. Like, someone from the other country wants to help them. So me and Sunpreet, we were very clear with our thoughts, like, what we are starting and what we want to do it. We had very clear intention and the motive. That's how our Sadbhaavna Seva is. So we have to serve the people here, and we are not only limited to the Krakow. We have the jurisdiction over the Poland. So for now, we are not expanding that big, for some challenges, but this is what our goal is, to do it at the end, right? So I went there, and I don't speak Polish, and then we met a guy, like, when you have a good intention, you will find a source,
Someone to help you,
right? So this guy, he called me up and he said, like, okay, I got a call from the brother, and you want to meet him? I said, yeah. So he was a translator to me. We went there, we spoke to them, and then the brother was really happy, father was really happy, and they said, okay, perfectly fine. We give you a date, and you come and you can do it. So there is a story how this guy came into the picture. So he was walking here on the Kimiskiogo street. He met a guy with dual citizenship, like from Britain and the Iran, and he lost everything, and he don't know where to go, and this guy helped him to find a place in the shelter home, and that's how he came to know about the shelter home. And when the brother called him up, like, we have some Indians who wants to help us, that's how we met. And from the day one till date, we have this guy who is with us whenever we require some support. He is always there for us to support our foundation, and we are doing regular basis. So this was the first experience that we had it over here, and it was kind of an what do you say? I'm getting short of the word. Positive, yeah, positive sign. That we saw. Like, it's a first step for us. Like, baby, take a first step, and this was a first step to us.
Yes.
When someone accepted and said, okay, let's give you an opportunity to do something.
Yes,
And
it's like a
that's-
kismat, no? It was
So
meant
that
to
day-
be.
That day we realized, right? Like, there's a कहावत in Hindi, right? आप एक दुनिया को बोल के तो देखो पूरी कायनात तुम्हें वो
जुड़ाने के लिए जुड़ जाती है, no?
Right. So that way, that was the first feel that we got actually, and that was so positive.
Yeah.
So that is one part of the story, right? So we got into that, and the first words that we got after first event was, Vivek was telling us, like, this is the first time an Indian community is coming to serve us.
Yes.
Right? So that was another huge moment that we faced. And how did we get there? So this guy, I think we need to name him, Mihao.
Mihao.
Mihao is the guy who supports us. He's a gem of a person. Nothing, no filter. He's clear, purest heart we have seen in the entire 8 years that I've lived here, right? So that's what I would say. He has a high regards in our hearts. right? And he has been serving with us together, right? So we have done n number of events, and he has been our, as I said, I just call somebody, he is one of them.
Right.
He can help us in anything that we want, right? So
Next, if I will ask about your initiative that you did, I
Right.
think it's a multiple initiative you completed
Yes.
in Poland. So can you please
Okay.
let us know about them?
So if you understand the name Sadbhaavna Seva, meaning Seva by purest of the heart, right? So
Yes.
by pure heart. Second, our motto is to serve the needy, meaning it doesn't stop at food. Whatever there is a need for anybody in problem or any stress or anything, we are there to support, right?
Yeah.
However, we are just limited to homeless shelter for now. Why? Because again, time crunch, volunteering. We want to expand. We want to come under that 1.5% of the scheme or the system that they have. So we are working towards that, right? And to do that, we need to increase the volume, right? So the main idea is to serve the needy. So if you see, we are only there where somebody is in trouble. So in the war, we gave clothes to people. We actually gave money to people to support somewhere or the other, right? So, and on the food side, we are for now with this homeless shelter.
Yeah.
However, we are in talks with couple of organizations to get in. And I think Vivek can explain better why we are doing it, why we are limited to this, and what takes us to the next step.
Yeah. So basically, this home shelter is like you were somewhere around 80 to 90 real men, who lives over there. So currently, what we are doing is we are limited because of the other limitations. We are serving them the food, twice in a month, right? We could do it more if we have some voluntary support and some other commercial things, to support them. But for now, we are supporting them, every month. Like, so normally these people are like, it's a kind of an NGO, right? The home shelter. But they actually depends on the people, who come and give them, whatever the necessity things. But they won't get adequate amount of the things, Maybe if someone walks in and gives some bread or something, whatever is there, they will eat that. But coming to the kind of food that we do with them, for them, the warm food, it's very rare for these guys, And we feel so happy when we go there, we cook for them, we prepare a meal for 80, 90 people over there, and we serve them, the hot meal. So this is something we are doing 2 times a month for now, but we are willing to do it more. We are working on this one. And second thing is like, we are also trying to reach out to the different firms and organizations, where we can extend our support. Like, we came across another home shelter where we have the special people, special challenge.
need.
Yeah, challenge, like I don't know how to say that.
Special needs.
Special needs,
Special needs, yeah.
people over there, right? So we are in touch with them because they are very fragile. We just cannot work the way we are working with the home shelter people, right? They have their some limitations, some necessities. They are prone to something. We are trying to work on that, so that we don't. Intention is good, but we don't want to harm them with something,
Definitely.
right? So we are working. We are talking to them and to come out like what best we can do for them for now. So, and there is an orphanage that we are trying to talk. We are in discussion with our orphanage. So like, kids are again the fragile thing. We just cannot serve them what they wanted. So we are trying to see what is something best we can do. So last year we did some clothing and some accessories that was possible during the Christmas to them, like the pen, pencil and other things, some accessories,
it's
what the kids can do.
a big festival for
Yeah,
them.
yeah. Because again, the regulations and like, legal norms or something which are limiting us to do what we want to do more. So currently we are serving one home shelter which has somewhere around 80 to 90 people, because this is changing. Why I say 80 to 90 is it keep on change, because sometimes like in the peak summer or in the winter you have the more people and sometimes you have the less guys. They do work over there because it's kind of a rehabilitation for them, and these people are really nice, when you go there, when you meet them, so they're really friendly,
So they are from like different countries
Yes.
or
Yes.
like Poland?
It is open for any person,
Any
who is in stress or problem there, who has no home, so they support them, right? So they have their own way of living, they have their own way of regulation. So what we bring in different cuisine for them. We
Yeah.
bring in the change that they need. We bring in the hot, warm food. So the moment you give it, right, the moment they eat and they say thank you, right, dziękuję, or say it was good, right, dobrze, bardzo dobrze. So it feels like peace, right?
Yeah.
The only intention, you might be knowing, you have served langar, right? So the peace that you get by just serving, right? You're not doing any rocket science. You're just there 5 hours of that day on a Friday. We go on a Friday, and that's how it's done, right? So maybe to add on, right? We started this for our personal motivations or personal motives, I would say, but how it changed our way of thinking. So I am and him are going to serve the food, right? I'm preparing the food, hot food. It can be biryani, chole chawal, rajma chawal. Now our name spread, right, amongst our friends and family. So we went in there to serve them, right? So what we got in return, people said, it's my son's birthday. I want to donate. So we started for our person, but it changed out to be different the way we Indians do, right?
Yes.
Like I'm celebrating my kid's birthday, so I want to support you, right? So either by monetary support or either they come and support us or either they bring some food, right? Second, it's my dad's or mom's birthday, right? So serving the food again, right? So that's how it all changed our way of thinking. So we started serve the needy, but that is what we are doing.
Yes.
But people, the way of volunteering or way of donation changed, the way of thought process changed. So I don't know, we have done numerous birthdays, we have done numerous birthdays for the people around. So I've got some donations. My dog is not feeling good. Can you take it and serve it, right? So we have just become a conveyor of some things or some blessings or some emotions to the society, right? So that connects both the cultures. Like, okay, we are getting more support from Indian community, but we are open to anybody, right? It's a legal entity. You can go and donate us, right? So wherever you are.
Yeah, the challenge is the people are not really aware of that something is happening
Happening,
here from last 3 years. Because when I talk to someone and I try to, so it's more like you're giving them an awareness, like there is something here, it's existing. If you want to do something, if you're because I met many people, and I believe Sunpreet, we do wherever we go, we just talk like if there is something that you would like to do it, if you want to do it, we have a channel, we can do it in the right way. So at the end, we want to do something, give back to the community where we are here, right? So we live here, we work here, we have a family and we have friends and everything, but we are just trying to give back here.
Yes.
So when the people and even the natives, when they get to know about it, well, they give us a warm welcome and they say like, perfectly fine, we're ready to do it.
It is me who is not doing it purposefully, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sorry to say, Vivek has been very open and modest here, but it's me who is not that open. It's not flaunt. We don't want to flaunt. It was our personal initiative, and we would the moment Akshay came in, right, to say, I said I would love to do it. I'm not flaunting here. I'm talking my heart out. We are talking our hearts out.
No,
and we are open
we understand
here,
that. Yeah, we understand that. It's not being that. But if you talk about your initiative, sometimes people doesn't know, and you have to let them know that you're doing something, and they can help you out with that.
Right.
And community help is very important, I think.
It's important, but also it took a really hard time for us to build the trust.
Yes.
Because normally you have a mindset, right? When you talk about the NGO, even I'm sure if I say, hey, Ms. Kaur, about the NGO, you have a second thought that runs in your head, right? So it was really difficult for we as a foreigner, starting our NGO over here and actually doing what we meant to do, right? And people started understanding us. So all these years, we were trying to build the trust. So we had a trust, when we go there, they know us, who are, so we say like, we're from Sadbhaavna Seva, when we go to the shelter, they know, and they're perfectly fine. They know what they're going to eat, what they will get today, and they're super happy. Like, they come and they sit and they just eat. So it was really hard for us to build that trust. So slowly the reason, we go and talk to people, is just to let them know that, there is something here. Give us a chance, to serve the society. We just have the same motive. We just want to do the same for the people over here. For now we are limited to one home shelter, but I'm sure in coming days
you will have more.
We'll have more.
I can see that you had biggest challenge that was trust, and now that is, I think, you overcome of it. Is there any more challenges that you had except this one?
So monetary wise, we were okay. Why? Because as I said, it was a private motive, right? So we did it, right? So we are contributing regularly, me, him, and others who are there. So from the monetary side, the more the merrier, I would say. If we can get more of support from the community, the more we can do big activities, right? That is one part of the story. And the other is volunteers, right? We would love to see more and more Polish people joining, more and more Indian community joining, right? What we need somebody to help us communicate with different organizations, that side. Second, one who can come and lead the activities with us. We are two for now, right? So we cannot go every weekend out. Maybe somebody who can join in, me, him, or me, how, and then we can go as a group. What we need for now, we are looking for anywhere between 3 to 5 volunteers, mostly every weekend with a leader. Every weekend meaning every Friday, that would be the right day. So every Friday you join us for 5-7 hours, and that is what we need, right?
So basically, what time your services start?
So we go there by 2 o'clock, 1:30 to 2, and we wind up by 7:15.
Because some people in Poland, I see that they also do job, right? So
yes.
So for those people, how they can join?
I said Cisco before, right? So in Cisco, we have be privileged to get some 10 days of time to give. That is in our
contract.
I would say in our benefits, right? So if I've said 10 days, that means 8 hours a month if I have to be open. Or I would say if we spend 4 hours, so we spend 4 hours, right? 2 to 5 as our job times. So we can cover at least 15 odd days, but if we want to scale more, we need more support, right? So that is also one thing, right? So yes, people are working. That's what we are saying. We need more people so that less impact on our individual comes in, right? So if I say, if you, Ms. Kaur, can come in, maybe you can come every month. Okay, Sunpreet, I can come every month once for this much time. That's enough. We are preparing that calendar out so that we can have a proper calendar invite, proper activity plan, and that's where we want to go in.
So technically now it is not possible for us to have a full-time volunteer to be hired. Like, we are not that scaled up. So we are looking for someone, because the time is also constrained, that, like you said. So we are even flexible. Sometimes we move the activities to Friday, or sometimes we do to the Saturday. Because Sunday is something that we will, at least for the center now, we are not able to do it on Sunday for religious reason. We are not doing on Sunday, but we are flexible between 2 days, like Friday or Saturday, how we have the people. Like, we have a group, we try to ask, hey, if someone is available to support something, if someone comes up forward, and absolutely okay. But
we are a strong group of 25 individuals, volunteers, right? So we have grown from 5 to 25. From 3 to 25. 3 to 25, right? So we are a strong group of volunteers. However, the more the merrier. My only words are right, because we are individuals who are working, right? We want to organize between us. So we don't want to be the bottleneck. We want to be the support system to the organization, and this is how the voluntary works, right?
So you require only volunteer, or something else you require from community? If someone is watching here who can help, and definitely we want them to know.
First, please call us and have more details that you need. If you have any questions, call us, talk to us, more than happy to support. Second, spread the word out in your friend circles, in your Polish friend circles, right? Connect us with the people that are in need, right? That is one of the best things that you can do. So what I feel is, right, what is support? What is volunteering? It's just one call away.
Yeah.
If somebody is interested, you know somebody who can help, just connect them. For me, it's all connecting. We have become a conveyor or a connector, right? So that is the best thing you can do. You don't have answers for it. We might not have answers for everything.
Yeah.
But the answer is just that phone call. Can I help? That is that part. If you're done, you have done an amazing work already, right? So that's what I would say. If you want to add.
No, I mean, like you said, so we are just call away. So voluntary is one part, supporting is one part. Like, we have the different verticals that we are trying to do a little bit of. We are expecting some support. Also, like, if you find out someone, which is in a need, or maybe you're working with someone and you came across that this is a particular place where they are looking for help, like, you can contact us. If there is something that we can do, we will be more happy to do it. Recently, I was talking to someone, and then I came to know, like, there is some need in the hospitals, like, for the patient, right? That's how I got to know about the things. I don't even imagine that there will be a need in the hospital. So
Yeah.
we get to know about some needs. They have some supplies for food perspective, right? Some breads or something. They need a supply because everyone is not there to take care of them. So normally here, so we were not aware of it. Someone reached out to us because we were trying to discuss. They came to us. We get to know about okay, we have a problem. We took a step and we started expanding our support. So this is something also we expect from the people who are watching your podcast. If they find something where we can help them, please call us. We have the
Means and the people to reach and how
Yeah.
to help them. That's
anything.
quite
Like,
good.
you can do by anything. Like if you feel like you want to do a kind of you want to feed someone.
Yeah.
I want to feed someone. You can just tell us. So perfectly fine. We can do that because now we are receiving such kind of messages.
Yes.
Everyone trying to reach us. We want to do some kind of a charity. We want to serve people over
So
here.
you know what? So with what we want, actually, from on the monetary side, I don't want you to just support me once.
Yeah.
Okay, here are your 1,000 zlotys, you are done. No, that will not take us or you anywhere. We want a constant support. So I have 2-3 volunteers who are supporting us every month, right? So they have 10 zlotys, 20 zlotys, whatever, right? So that is one step. Second, we are running website, right? So if somebody who wants to join us as a volunteer to support our website, we are running Facebook page. It all takes time, right? A Facebook page. If somebody wants to say, Sunpreet, Vivek, I can run your Facebook, I can be your communicator, I can share the news around.
Yeah, the
Please
marketing
join
person.
us, right? I met Akshay, right? What he did, this is also volunteering, right? He said, Sunpreet, I like it. Can I invite you on Polska? I said, why not, right? So here we are. So it's all one discussion away. That's what I always say, my family, my friends, we are just one step away. Just take that step, right? So it can
Yes.
be anything.
I also want to know if there is some recognition that you got from different people that you serve, and some little story if you have, please do share.
So first, there are many aspects to it. First is the people who are living there, right? So the way they react on the food, right? The way they react to the things that we serve. That is first of the appreciation that I feel, or I think Vivek also feels the same. Second is the friends who have seen us working, right? We share the photos on Facebook, on WhatsApp groups, right? So he said trust, right? I said trust is the appreciation, but the thing is, again, we have not made it like a success story, right? We have not made it wide, right? So maybe this podcast can help us. So that is where I think the relations that we have got, the people who have started donating us regularly, they have trust, right? So the people who have given us some volunteering support, that is the trust, or that is the appreciation that we have. Maybe Vivek can have a couple of things because he was telling me, Sanpreet, can we do this? My nature is to, यार कर रहे हैं तो
अभी कर लेते
अभी करो, काम करते हैं अभी ना, आगे देखेंगे. So.
Well, for us, the appreciation is something like what we are doing right now, right? And people started recognizing us. They started coming up front to us, and they started asking us, what's more they can do for our. So initially, like we said, it was just me, Sunpreet. We just started it. Now the appreciation is something like we are getting every time a call from someone, and we are doing some event. I'm sure by the Christmas time, I will receive a lot of calls, because people are now willing to support us by some means, like I have a couple of people who I know they want to serve the orphan people, This is something I feel as a recognition for me, but I don't know if there is another geographical equation for the recognition for our Sadbhaavna Seva. For us, the recognition is like more people are connecting with us, and we are serving to more people. So now we started just with one day in a month, right? And it was not even the frequent, but now we are doing every month 2 times, right? And there are other things, which are lined up for us to do it, not just with the food. So maybe we can take a bite on that as well. So I think this is appreciation what I feel it, right? Now we are not just Sunpreet or Vivek or someone or Miskar, but now we have more people connected to us. So I think that's appreciation for us that what we are doing it, and we are sustaining in this seva for a long time. This is because of the appreciation, the love that we have got from the people, you know, who are with us, who are encouraging us to do it. You know, that's how it's motivating us to do it now. But or else I see no reason, like, you know, someone can do it here, because many people ask what is your motive, you know, and what is keeping you alive to do the things. You people are keeping us alive to do the things, you know. That's a motivation for us. That's an appreciation what we received it from you.
Yeah,
and
it
we are
was-
really thank you for the people, you know, who are listening to your podcast, you know, for the trust and the support they are doing to us, and we expect more now.
Thank you for sharing your experience.
Yeah.
It was quite nice, and definitely our viewer will join you in your
Yeah.
upcoming events. Before upcoming events, I like to know
Yeah.
how they can join you for
Yeah.
the upcoming events and how they can reach out.
Sure. So this is month of November. The winters are going to start. So in month of November, we collect donations, or we collect together, and we provide warm clothes to the homeless people in the homeless shelter and other places as well. So this is the month that we are very active on that side of the house. We'll collect all the warm clothes like socks, undergarments, some jackets, some quilts to give away to people who are in need. Second, every month, minimum once, we go to the homeless shelter to prepare food. So if anybody is interested, please, they can reach out to us, right? So you can share our details with them. So that is one part. Second part, we are open to anything, meaning any person who wants to connect to any third party to talk and do that. So we are recently connected to some cancer shelter here, right? So we are trying to connect with them and see if we can do some activity for the community around here, right? So we'll see so there are plans. So there is always something going on. It's just that it takes some time to materialize. So we will surely share more and more. So these are 2-3 activities that we would love people to raise their hands and come to us.
Okay. So for example, if person will reach out to you and they can give you some of the stuff, even though if they want to donate for food, they can do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they can donate money, they can donate clothes,
Correct.
and all other means if they have.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
we have the show, we have the Facebook account, and also we are reachable on the phone. We do have the email. And
So there's a story, right? There's a way the people donate.
Right.
Some people say, okay, Sunpreet, I can donate like my time, I can come to you and serve with you. Some people say, I can give you all the material. So whatever means you feel like, right? You should not feel that. We are trying to make that community the way we do it in India, right? So we are trying to do that here. So whatever your means are, it's on us. We will take care of all the hustle and bustle. You just raise your hand and we are there to take it forward, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Sunpreet. Thank you, Vivek, for sharing stories about Fundacja Sadbhaavna Seva.
Yes,
thank you.
And please, our viewer, reach out to them. Their details will be under the description. And whatever help or volunteer work you can give to their foundation, it will be very helpful.
Yeah.
And stay tuned with more episodes like this with Kaur and Akshay. Have a nice day. Bye.